Way with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Murray now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Being chased out left. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
No score after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First down, Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 35 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After the sack on first down, Murray, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hill on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Hicks. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. This one caught by Isabella. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Arizona.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Murray, the quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from a yard out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Great play offensively, defensively. What a disappointment.
And that's why I hurry up and attack right away. You might catch him napping a little bit after that breakdown.
Check, 43. I'm going to come back to you.
Mahomes to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Drake. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
it's a foot race past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.